and welcome to another episode of Honest AF Show with me, Daniela Clark.
And me, Barbaranne Wild.
Miss Barbaranne Wild. I love my days when I get to come in here and sit down with you.
I know, it's
favorite.
the best. I even braved the rain because I was...
Yes, you did.
Friday and rain in California is just no bueno.
I know. And we were just talking about how everybody around us is sick.
Yes.
Everyone's got these flus and sore throats and everything. I'm literally like dodging everybody.
I know. Poor Zach's the engineer who's worked on several Black Label records, Adam Fuller, of Adam Fuller Sound. I'll plug him a little bit. He's amazing. Adam called me last night and he's like, Barb, I'm so sick. And we're trying to get this record done because Monday is when this episode comes out, it's the Monday before Thanksgiving, and I have to fly to New York and deliver the record, which I've already pushed it back a week because everything was just close, but not exactly
when
right
you
there.
Say you have to fly to New York to deliver the record, does that mean you're for our listeners, so they understand what that means?
Oh,
does that mean you're going to go into a meeting, sit down, and play the record for everybody?
Yes. The way everything is digital now, they'll have it all beforehand. They'll get it as soon as Zach gives it the green light tonight. Mm-hmm. But the artwork's done. That's already been given to them. But it's for us to listen through everything and, choose the single for the pre-sale. We're already 3 singles in on this record. We launched the Broken and Blind, which was the 3rd single on this upcoming record at the end of October. And so we're going to listen to it and, make a collective decision and discuss it and, celebrate it. It's been close to 3 years coming because, Zach went out and did an incredible run with Pantera and that postponed everything. So we're just, they'll have only had this weekend to listen through because we've kept it a bit. So that it's fresh and exciting to them. Mm-hmm. We've all been living with it for, years, weeks, months.
Isn't it so funny when the guys are working on their records or their music, you hear it throughout the house for about a year or two.
Ages.
And you hear it in its pieces and how it changes and everything. You just keep hearing it. It becomes like the soundtrack of your life.
Totally.
For a couple years. And then when it's time to put it out, it's like you're already, it's not new to you. Because,
not at all. It's really
so
funny too, because this one in particular, Zach had, he would get excited about, have some ideas and being in Oregon, like completely gave him so much creative inspiration that he would like write a bunch of songs there and then come home and be like, Adam, we got to get in the studio. I have to lay down these songs. And there were a few that I was intimately just he and I in the house that he would write. And it was just, I can't wait to hear that when it, comes to fruition. And it was really funny because Zach tends to, I don't know about Gilby or Frankie, but Zach tends to like what he wrote most currently the most because that's what he's excited about. Yeah. And so when
I do the same thing. Because I do the same thing because like I will like if I'm working on a line, I'm usually a year ahead of time. Like for instance, right now we're in fall.
Right.
I'm working on fall 2026.
Wow.
So by the time it comes out, I've already forgotten it. I don't even know what it looks like anymore. I'm not even interested in it. I'm more excited about what I'm currently working on.
Interesting.
So,
That's interesting because Zach, this record in particular, when I went up and Zach always goofs and says to Adam, I'm going to have Barb come up. The record label's coming up to listen to the record. And I'll go up there and I'll listen and I'll be like, wait a minute. Where are those songs that I loved from like months ago? And Zach's like, they're not going to make the record. We had to change something. I'm like, oh no, they're going on the record. So this record started out being like 8 tracks. And then Zach was like, okay, we'll do 10. And then I'm like, we need some bonus tracks. He's like, okay, then we'll make it 12. And then I'm like, wait a minute, you're putting a couple of those old songs on there that I love. And he's like, okay, so now the song is, 13 songs and 2 bonus tracks later, exactly. But he recorded 48 songs for this record.
It's really remarkable. That's
it's incredible, right?
Yeah, just absolutely incredible.
I mean, a lot of them don't make the record just because they're in the same tempo as another one,
sure.
or because the band was out and finished the bass and the drums on a track and another one isn't completed, or Zach had put bass and drums and the other guitars on. So but really excited for everyone to hear it, because I was in the car driving here today and we're going through the masters, and I think we have a record. I think there might just be one or two little tweaks, but I was driving and I was like shouting in the car, like, yes, we're here. It sounds so,
well,
so good.
Afterwards, you're going to have to go celebrate and take yourself into Bergdorf's.
Oh, I like the way you think.
Yes.
I'm
always thinking about the important things.
Very important. Yeah, I love that. I was, thinking pizza and champagne, but Bergdorf's is,
Yeah. Bergdorf's is the way
I'm
to go.
getting to go to New York with Mrs. O in the middle of December.
Oh, my gosh.
She's going to be a +1 at a wedding of a dear friend of ours.
I'm so happy you guys are doing that. That's going to be good.
Since the day I met Sharon, long before I could ever think to afford anything more than walking in the door of Bergdorf's, we always talked about doing holiday shopping together in New York City.
Yeah,
because it's so magical at the holidays.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go a couple days early.
Lovely.
Sharon booked us a hotel at a 2-bedroom suite at a very swanky, very exciting New York hotel.
I'm sure.
And I love it because whenever we travel together, we stay in the same room.
Yeah.
And it's just, I love it because we end up talking all night and cuddling. And I just,
I love that.
It's so special.
You guys are very lucky I'm not going to be there to sweat you out.
You might have to come. You might have to
lucky
come.
I'm not there to turn up the heat.
I might have to put you in my suitcase. You might have to come with.
Oh my God.
And actually, I'm going to get you to London at the end of January, beginning of February.
Yeah.
So we're going to sort out a trip with Mrs. O.
Yeah,
but
I'd love that.
I'm so excited to go with her. We're going to do a little holiday shopping. We're going to go to this wedding, which is going to be fantastic. And then Sharon said, do you want to go see Bruno Mars with me?
Oh, yeah.
She loves
cool.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
And she turned me on to him. So we both love him. And so I think we're going to get to do that.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
I'm going to be spending my wedding anniversary with Sharon, which is fine with me.
Yep. I mean, you will have a very good time. And you and Sharon will make sure that you get yourself a very nice gift from Mr. Wild for your wedding anniversary.
It's so funny because Sharon's like, we could go to Bergdorf's. I'm like, oh, you know it.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? But I can't believe you're going to brave the holiday travel and come back right before Thanksgiving.
My plan. Well, Zach is playing Brooklyn with Zach Sabbath on the Sunday, the 23rd. I'm like, I don't even know what day it is, of November. And I'm actually very excited because I'm going to get to see a friend of the podcast, Chani Sanchez, who's Claudio's wife. Claudio of Coheed and Cambria, and they're all going to come to the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's going to be great.
Oh, that's going to be really fun.
And I'm going to give a little bit of a plug because Claudio has a new guitar line that just came out, and he gifted Zach a guitar. So Zach's going to get to be able to say thank you to him in person. And their son is becoming a pretty amazing little musician himself. He's 13 or 12 or 13, and he's going to come to the show. So it'll be really fun. And then the next day, I'm going to get to see everybody. I asked the labels because there's two. We have two. We have Monarch domestically, North America, and then we have Spine Farm, which is under the Universal umbrella for the rest of the world. And I asked all of them what would they prefer, the Friday before Zach's show or the Monday, and Monday worked better for all of them. So I'll get to, which they're a family to me. So, most people look at the record labels as, frenemies or work partners. And it's not the case for us. We've been with these people for a very, very long time.
You know what? It always depends. When you're doing well, everybody gets along. When you're not, then things change.
We just, Zach has a unique situation because we have licensing deals.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Zach does what he wants and he hands them over to them. Unfortunately.
And I think that's the way to go now,
I think it's, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great setup.
It's a great situation for us, and because Zach doesn't play well with producers.
Yeah, well,
Zach has zero tolerance for producers. He has some that are very close friends. It's just he doesn't want them in the studio with him. As a matter of fact, one record he did a long time ago, we were on a label that was a little heavier in the process, and they demanded Zach have a producer, and Zach said to the producer the first day upon entering the studio, "How much do they say that we need to pay you?" And the producer said whatever the number was, and Zach goes, "Okay, here's the money, now leave." And he
Don't
did.
say a word. Yeah,
he left.
Yeah,
he literally was just ghosted the record.
Wow.
Yeah, Zach's just like, get out of my studio.
Yeah. Well, Zach is an established artist. That,
he is very much his own.
He knows his sound.
Person. He knows what he wants.
Yeah.
He doesn't need help writing anything.
Right.
Thank God, fortunately.
Yep, thank goodness.
He does everything himself. So he's just like, too many cooks in the kitchen. See you later.
Speaking of cooks in the kitchen, we're about to get ready for Thanksgiving, and I'm going to be cooking up a storm when I leave here today.
You led us right into that.
Yeah, you gave me a nice little segue right there. You who won't be cooking, I will be. I have to go do all my grocery shopping today after we leave this recording.
I don't think my sister will want to come to your house because my sister doesn't like to it's shocking that she'll come for Thanksgiving at all. But I think that me and the boys will come.
Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. Good. Okay, good.
I mean, I
am so glad. I love a Friendsgiving. I love when,
it's so good.
We're going to have some of our family, but our family has gotten smaller because as the family has gotten bigger, like, people getting married, people, moving. A lot of people have moved away.
Yeah.
So our gatherings are getting smaller. So I love it because we have a couple friends that are, like
stragglers, have no one.
Yeah. Well, you have plenty, but they're just, everyone's out doing their own thing. Your kids are going to their family.
Yeah. So that's even happening with us. So Jesse was so cute, like about 2 months ago, he texted me, he's like, "Mom, I need to talk to you." And I was like, "Oh, that's never good." And I was like, "What's the matter?" And he said, "Do you think it would be okay if Brianna and I go to her grandparents in Northern California for Thanksgiving?" And I was like, "Oh, that's all?" Yeah, of course. Oh, I love her grandparents. They're phenomenal. And I would go there in a minute with him. I was like, "Can I invite, myself and your 2 brothers?" But Zach's touring, which he has been the last couple of Thanksgivings. And he's going to do something with the band and crew, which he's all about. And I don't like to travel on Thanksgiving. Otherwise, the boys and I would go be with him on Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. But Haley Ray and her husband Kyle are going to Kyle's family, and Jessie and Rihanna are going to her grandparents. And I said to them, "That's fine, but it's non-negotiable forevermore that I get you guys on Christmas Eve."
Yeah.
That's it. I like when I have grandchildren one day, if that's God's plan, the kids will be at my house. Grandkids will be at my house. I don't care.
Yeah.
And fortunately, Rihanna is Jewish, and so is Kyle.
Yeah.
So there's no problem so far.
Yeah.
I'm just, it's all going to work out okay.
Yeah, it's hard because with you have 4 children.
Yeah.
With me, I have 1.
Right.
So when she says, we might be going to,
Boy
Frankie's family in Idaho, I'm like,
you just have to make her stay with you for whatever it is that you're celebrating, and then she can go after.
I can't be selfish. I have her all year round.
I know,
and his family's there, so I do.
That's
understand.
a good way to look at it.
Yeah, I do understand, but at the end of the day, it's still it's like a little.
I'll have to give you Sabbath.
Yeah, somebody please. But now it's all about the dogs. But
isn't it true?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I coddle and dote on the puppies. I'm like,
they're like children.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So getting ready for Thanksgiving, and now I got to get the house all sorted, and I got to go do all my cooking,
Let me
which
help
I'm
you with
excited
what I
about.
can. I mean, cooking is not my forte. I can bake. I can
I
bring
got
over
it. All
some
you have to
baked
do is
goods.
show up. So it's going to
Uh,
be you and Sabbath and Hendrix,
yeah.
right? Okay, great.
Yes.
Yes, that's
And one
awesome.
of the dogs that'll play nice with Croc and Sheena.
Yes. Are you going to bring Gracie?
I want to. I think
Yes,
so. Yeah.
I'm so excited. I love that. Yeah, and it is fun too because I have my niece on Gilby's side has 2 little girls, and so
Aw.
they're always, running around, and it's really
I love
fun.
the little people at the
Yeah,
holidays. It's the best.
it's so cute.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I've just been I've been so busy with work, and our social schedule has been so hectic. And then I think there's something going on with my hormones. I've been getting really bad anxiety attacks, which
Oh.
I don't usually get.
Yeah.
I never had that before in my life. I've never had anxiety in my life, never. But ever since menopause, I get little bits of anxiety now. And it's usually when my hormones are unbalanced. So I was actually going to call my doctor because all of a sudden, I'm getting these horrible bouts of just,
I
your
had
heart's racing, you have terrible anxiety, you're
panic attacks are
just
terrifying.
edgy, and panic attacks. And I did learn, um, I have learned, how to calm myself down,
Right.
the whole butterfly thing where you just kind of tap
Yeah.
and you count and you try to get yourself through it. But when it's hormonal like this, it kind of comes in.
Waves.
It will go away. It'll subside for a few minutes, and then all of a sudden, a half hour later, it just hits you like a tidal wave.
It's
And
weird.
it's
I had my
awful.
second in my life panic attack when Ozzy died.
Yeah. Yeah.
The day, and then I had the third one the morning of the funeral. But when Ozzy passed away, when Jack called me, I had a full-blown panic attack.
That's not panic attack. That's just grief.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
grief and shock.
grief presents itself
Yeah.
in it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah. Grief is a whole other
But
animal.
I had all the symptoms of the heart racing and
Yeah.
that feeling like you're having a heart attack.
Because it is. I guess it is panic. Yeah. But it's a horrible, horrible feeling. And it just kind of, it takes over you. And then you're just, and I have to say, Gilby is so good with me when that happens, because I'll walk right up to him and I'm just I'm having the worst anxiety right now and I don't know what to do. And he's very good with me. He's like, okay, just
thank God.
Just remember what you were taught. Remember how to calm yourself down. Do the tapping. Maybe listen to music that you want to listen to, or distract yourself. You've got to take yourself out of it, whatever it is that's causing it. But sometimes I'm just like the past couple days, I've just been having the worst anxiety.
You have a lot going on too, though.
I do have a lot going on, and but it definitely feels like it's an imbalance.
You're feeling it physically.
Yeah. It just feels like an imbalance. I can tell I'm super edgy, and one little thing, and I'm just going to be set off. You could make me cry if you look at me funny. You know what I mean? So you know when you're on edge like that. But
it took me a long time to realize that a lot of times agitation and that irritability is just masked anxiety.
Yeah.
Because all my kids have it to some degree. Zach has general anxiety disorder.
Yeah.
And I could always tell, everyone's like, God, he's so intense. It's like, no, he's having major anxiety right now.
Yeah.
And then he calms down and he's like, it's like nothing happened.
Yeah.
It's
and
interesting.
you tend to overcompensate sometimes. As an artist, you overcompensate. But it's it's really difficult to navigate. And it's just, I used to think oh, you have anxiety, just distract yourself, move your mind to something else. But it's not that easy, especially when it comes in waves like that, where it just you're calm and then you're not calm, and then you're calm and then you're not calm. And it's just it's debilitating.
It is.
Because you're sunken in it and you can't, it's so hard to think of anything else other than the fact that you're having it.
Right.
So it's really hard to distract yourself. So it's great when Gilby reminds me and says, okay, just, he knows how to speak to me calmly and just get me to kind of move through it. But I think one of the things I'm going to do is today I'm going to call my doctor and have a conversation with him, my OBGYN, and let him know that I think I'm imbalanced in my hormone, in my HRT therapy, because, it's never the same. You can't just stay on it and hope and have it hope
it's ever
that
changing.
It stays the same and that you're even now because you're on HRTs. You're not. It's as your body changes and things change
every single day.
You don't know when you're off balance, but I know because I can feel it. I can feel
you're
where
very in tune to your body.
Yeah.
I one time had a therapist say to me that anxiety is the opposite of meditation, whereas anxiety takes your breath away. You can't breathe.
Yeah.
And meditation is all about breathing.
Right.
So, and getting yourself into that headspace. So it's really about breathing. So that's like the most important thing to think about. But yeah, it's incredible because it just, you end up having physical symptoms. And it's hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. Like I find that I'm exhausted because I'm just so like on edge. So yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to have a conversation with my doctor about today to just try and like work me through it a little more, because I don't want to do anything. Like it's hard to concentrate.
It makes you numb.
Yeah. Well, it makes you so on edge that you're just, it's hard to concentrate on what you need to do. And especially with my line of work, I need to concentrate. I can't because I keep thinking about
focus.
Yeah, I can't focus because I just want to like come out of my skin.
I understand that.
So I hate that feeling. It's just a horrible feeling.
It is a horrible feeling.
Yeah. But, I'm trying to work through it, and I'm going to call my doctor after we finish recording, and I'm just going to be like, listen, fix me. Let's figure out a different prescription or something, because I need to get even, because I don't feel like it. I'm just going like this right now, which is hideous.
That's awful.
Yeah. But anyways...
well, we're happy to come to your house on Thanksgiving. But
yes, I'm very excited.
My favorite thing about Thanksgiving is? My very favorite thing about Thanksgiving.
Let me think about this for a second. The fact that you don't cook? No.
That is definitely one. No, it's what comes the day after Black Friday.
Oh, Black Friday.
It's my favorite day
How
of the year.
How could I not know that?
It's my favorite day of the year to shop.
Yeah.
And this year...
That overwhelms me. I can't even think about it. Yeah, I can't even think about
exciting.
It totally overwhelms me.
When my mother was still alive, Arlene and I would go out at
Arlene,
midnight.
by the way, is also a professional shopper.
She's a professional shopper and also knows every single outlet.
Yeah, every deal.
Every single deal, discount. So Black Friday is like...
She's brilliant.
Yeah, it's monumental.
Yeah.
But when my mom was still alive, Arlene and I would go out Thursday after Thanksgiving at midnight. And it'd be like, okay, it's on. Like, have a cup of coffee because we're going out and doing the Black Friday midnight, deal.
I actually really love doing those late night
shopping.
It's so fun. I love doing that.
So
Gilby got me into that years ago, because when Gilby's dad with my father-in-law was alive, Gilby and him would do last minute Christmas shopping.
Of course.
On like the day before,
Christmas Eve.
like a couple days before Christmas.
Right.
And when the stores are open till late.
Yeah.
And we would go to the mall, and it was like the funnest thing ever.
It's
and I love it.
so good. You go to a dinner or late dinner, and then you go shop.
Yeah.
It's really not crowded at that time.
Yeah.
And it's always fun, especially there are some stores still that'll do like over the loudspeaker, like, okay, the next 10 shoppers that go to aisle whatever, this is, 50% off, or, there's fun deals. And Arlene and I always have done that for a lot of years. But what's really exciting this year is that we have that Sephora storefront, and we just got an alert from Sephora that they are having this week. So this is Monday before Thanksgiving and Black Friday. They have this week a bunch of stuff in our storefront, all kinds of brands that I'm going to read to you that are 50% off.
Yeah. I saw NARS is on that, which I love. I use their Copacabana highlighting stick is what I live for that stick.
Okay,
I've been using it for years.
NARS, so what they're doing is Cyber Week deals, right? And they're by days. So for the full week, there's 50% off of select beauty. There's 4 times points for your Sephora points on all fragrance for the whole week from the 24th through the 1st of December.
Wow.
And then on select hair and skin tools, which it's a lot of savings when there's 30% off of,
So can I shop our own store? Do I get that savings? No.
I don't know. Maybe we need our guys to do that for us, or our children. But it's 30% off the hair and skin tools the whole week. But what they've done so interesting is there's new deals every day of Cyber Week. So NARS is on Monday. Extra 30% on top of the already sale prices.
Wow.
And on Tuesday is Tarte and Anastasia and Victor and Rolf. There's a different fragrance each day as well. Urban Decay and Vegamore on Wednesday.
I love the Urban Decay. Their
eye palette.
No, what do you call it? It's the eyeshadow base that you put on first because it adheres your eyeshadow to your eyes, so that if you put eyeshadow on, a lot of times it
it fades away right away.
Yeah, it fades away, and especially me because I like a lot of pigment.
Yeah.
So I put that on first, and then I do my eyeshadow.
Ooh,
and
that's good to know.
Sticks and gives you really good pigment.
We already had the Urban Decay Nakeds palettes in our storefront, but we'll have to check that out. On Sunday, the 27th, is Sunday Riley, which I know you love.
I love Sunday
Fresh.
Riley.
On Friday, the 28th, is Fenty Beauty, which we both love.
Yeah, they make
some Fenty already.
Great body cream. Her
body
stuff
cream
is really
incredible.
nice.
Rihanna killed it. Paula's Choice, which is great skincare and hair care. Drunk Elephant, which we both love a lot of their stuff.
Yeah, Frankie loves Drunk Elephant.
And one of my favorites on Saturday is Peter Thomas Roth.
Oh, yeah, very good.
His mask, I still haven't. Have you used his LED mask yet?
I have not.
That's supposed to be like the pinnacle of those LED masks. We have to check that out.
Yeah.
Put that in our store. And Estee Lauder. And then on Sunday is Ole Henriksen, which I love his banana vitamin C eye cream and his skin cream. They're amazing. Makeup Forever, which we both love. We religiously use number 506 lip liner.
Yeah.
And then the Ralph Lauren fragrances on Sunday. On Monday the 1st, which is Cyber Monday, is Ariana Grande fragrances, Youth to the People, and First Aid Beauty. First Aid Beauty is a big one for Haley Ray loves because it's really good for people that have skin allergies.
Oh, okay.
It's like non-comedogenic, fragrance-free, really great line for people that have issues with fragrance especially.
Right.
And their sunscreen is incredible. And then last on Tuesday, they're going all the way to Tuesday beyond Cyber Monday, the 2nd of December with Too Faced, which is another brand. Arlene has a lot of eye issues and she's able to use their Tarte and Too Faced eye products because they don't have certain chemicals in their products for people that are allergic, and Bumble and Bumble, which Bumble and Bumble hair care is
it's so
off
good.
the charts.
Yeah, I like
so everybody needs to go to our storefront.
Yeah.
What's really cool about
we should mention that we do get a small commission
we
from that.
do, but what's really great about the storefront is their prices of the products that you probably use already, or we've recommended even well before we had a storefront. They don't cost you any more.
No.
It's the exact same cost it would be if you were to just shop Sephora. Also, you still get your points. It just gives us a little bit of a commission, but which is, we've been doing this show it'll be 6
time.
years in January without a dime. So, if you want to support Honest AF, go in our storefront because they've all been in Barb's Bag of Tricks. You and I have been talking about them forever, and really do take advantage of the deals that you get on the tools. Also, I want to mention we have Linktree links in our bios for most things from Nordstrom that you could get as well, and Amazon, which we have recommendations in there that we do get a small commission for, but check out our Linktree in our bios, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, because I know that Priscilla, who's been so amazing helping us with all this, she put in the towel warmer, which I still think is like number one on the gift giving list. Something that you wouldn't buy for yourself. That
and Cindy Lou Who
so
pink
good.
Pajamas.
Yeah, and then the infrared heat sauna blanket that you recommended. There's some incredible gifts in there. So happy holiday shopping, everybody, because it's,
check it out.
This is when all those deals, and actually seems like most stores are doing them way before Black Friday now.
They are. I saw that too. I've been getting all these emails. Black Friday's today. And I'm like, wait a minute. What's happening?
Totally.
Yeah, a lot of stores are doing that, which is kind of cool.
They're extending, Sephora in particular is extending past Cyber Monday. So
wow,
it's,
look at all that, that savings you could be doing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Actually, with the way things are so expensive, everybody, you need the savings.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. And I have to say something. I really like the idea, and I don't feel as overwhelmed as I normally do, of what you suggested of doing like, a hat for all of our
Secret Santa.
A Secret Santa for all of our girlfriends. That way we don't have to, lose our minds buying every single one of us. There's so many of us gifts for the holidays because, well, everybody just had their birthdays.
Well, what's so funny is that we got a little crazy over the years when we do these dinners. We try to do, and we haven't been as good as we used to be, once a month where we all get together.
Yeah.
And we each bring a little party gift for everybody, right?
Yeah.
If it's not like, some sort of sweet or a little skin product or eye mask or something, and it's turned into a thing.
Yeah.
And I do love birthdays being special for each individual person because it's our own special day. But I think for the holidays, it's too many of us, and especially with all of us being Libras and Scorpios, a good group of us, and your birthday comes right after the holidays, and it's Valentine's Day, I think it is a good thing to do like a Secret Santa.
I love it.
Just give one gift, have us all get together. And it's so special and so much fun.
It's so nice. And it makes me feel a little less overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Of course, the main people in my life are not going to escape getting a gift.
Oh, my God. Well, I buy you and Frankie gifts throughout the year. I can't help myself.
I know you do. You are, you're way over.
I already have your birthday present.
But, oh, my God, you're out of your mind. But yeah, I like the idea. I think it's a really good one. Anyway, is it time for a Flix AF?
Yes, please. I need another.
I have a really good one.
Yeah.
I have a really good one. Okay, so there is a new season of Married at First Sight that just came out.
I knew with the little bit of that devilish in. I heard it in your voice. I knew it was going to be something smutty.
Yeah, but here's the good part about it. It is so good. So, okay, Married at First Sight is different from Love is Blind because Married at First Sight is they actually don't even know anything about the person that they're about to walk down the aisle to. They don't know their names. They don't know what they look like.
They don't even know where they live, right?
They don't know anything about them. They don't even know anything. They don't know what they do for a living. They don't know what their thoughts are like. They don't know the sound of their voice. They know nothing. They just blindly walk down the aisle and marry whoever's standing at the altar. Would I be able to do that? Absolutely not. But,
oh, gosh.
But whatever. Bless these people. If this works for them, that's great.
I've known my husband almost my whole life.
I know.
And I would never want to do it again.
No.
In any capacity.
Yeah, I mean, just to marry someone you don't know at all, know nothing about them, just blindly like that. Can you imagine? There's no way.
No.
Okay.
I don't even want to be friends with people blindly.
No, they have to come very highly recommended.
I've gotten burned way too many times.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to segue.
All of us have. But the cool thing about this particular season of Married at First Sight is they have older people.
Oh.
They have people that have, are older in their lives, have been married, maybe widowed, divorced, whatever. And
now, see, that is believable to me.
Yes.
On Married at First Sight, because I would think if you do feel, I don't know why you would, but if you do feel when you're of a certain stature that you need to have a partner.
Yeah.
I think friendships are
companionship. Yeah. People are looking to have a companion, to travel with, to have adventures with.
That I could do it Married at
First Sight, really?
First Sight. Yeah, because if you just want that, I mean, the difference though with Love is Blind should do a certain stature would be really good, because you get to know the person to see if you're compatible for every other reason.
Yeah.
But Married at First Sight, you don't even know anything about them.
You don't know anything about them. What if you travel with them and they're disgusting in the hotel room and they're messy, or
no.
Or what if they don't like the same foods as you do, or what if one likes the sun and the other one likes snow, and
one likes no air conditioning in Palm Springs and the other one has to breathe.
Yeah, it's a non-negotiable. So I don't know how they're doing that, but I'm so curious to see how this plays out as the season continues, because it's older folks. And this one guy, he's been married 3 times. I would say maybe marriage doesn't work for you, or maybe you're just like a serial monogamist. But he's looking for another marriage.
Wow.
And so he gets married, and it's very interesting to see the older couples, and oh my God, and they're like getting it on, and they're like making out with this perfect stranger. They don't even care. They're like, whatever, I haven't had it in a while, so I'm going for it. It's fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. If you haven't watched the new season of Married at First Sight.
The last time you recommended couples therapy to me.
Yeah, I love it.
I downloaded the whole, at the time, I think it was season 3, 4, and 5 or something. And I downloaded them all on my iPad, and I watched them on the plane to England. And Hendrix, I was with Sabbath and Hendrix, and they were like, what am I watching? And I was like, oh my God, I got so vested in it. I was watching it in the hotel room even. They're like, we're in London, get away. I'm like, oh no, now I'm going to be sucked into this Married at First Sight on the plane.
I don't understand how they can do it. What if he snores? What if he's a heavy breather? What if, what if he fidgets all the time? This is how my mind. This is how my mind works. I'm like, what if he's a chronic fidgeter? Or
when they sign up for it, do they get to say anything that is not on the table?
Yes, they give their preferences and what they're not into. But people have idiosyncrasies that maybe the experts haven't picked up on.
Or maybe they share.
I have these idiosyncrasies where I have misophonia and I can't stand the way people breathe, or they eat, or if they're fidgeting, or they're If they have these weird habits, the experts don't know that. I mean, you go in and you say, listen, my non-negotiable is I want someone under this age, above this age.
Right.
I want them to have a job. I want them to be independent.
I'm allergic to cats. No cats.
But you don't say, listen, I don't want them fidgeting. I don't want them breathing heavy. The experts are going to be like, okay, you know what? It's time to cart you off to the special
probably
home.
Take someone that says they have misophonia and put them with someone really horrid with noises.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about that wife swap with
oh my God.
Real Housewives?
Did you watch that?
I did. It was fantastic.
That was fantastic. That was really good.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I thought that was really good too.
I mean, I just love the personality housewives going to a farm with no running water. I thought that was brilliant.
I would have walked backwards and left and said, forget it.
I don't know. I mean, they were sports. They did it.
No, they did it. They were very good about it. And the one wife, I was like, oh my, she's really not very nice to her husband.
Which one?
Not the housewife, the other wife that is married
that they swapped with.
Yeah, that they swap with. I don't remember her name, but she is a stay-at-home mom and she takes care of the whole farm.
Yeah,
but I was like, how could she be like so unaffectionate?
Oh, the one that doesn't even make food for her kids or get up with them in the morning, or
no, the one
that one was like, I was like, and the kids were like, well, we just wish that she would like, wake up with us to get ready for school, or I was like, what kind of life is that?
I'm referring to the one where the housewife of Orange County, Emily, went to the other woman's house.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And she was married to a guy that was in the medical field.
Yes.
And then they have like a farm, and she is just like, he would come up to her to give her a hug or a kiss goodbye, and she'd just walk in the other direction. I was like,
yeah, she was not affectionate.
Not affectionate at all.
Yeah, and Emily is very lovey.
Yeah. So
I watched the one with Melissa from Real Housewives of New Jersey. I watched
I
the
haven't
one
seen
with
that one yet. I got to see that.
Who's the real fancy? That was good. It was really good. She's so lovely. But it was great because that housewife who does nothing at all for her family, or that wife, had to go be with Joe Gorga, who Melissa does everything for. It was a very interesting swap. The Orange County one I watched.
I always talk to Gilby about that. I'm like, I would love to do one of those housewife swap shows. So just
Sharon Osbourne did that to me and Zach.
Did she?
She called me up when she was doing I don't know if it was America's Got Talent or the Talk, and she's like, I just nominated you and Zach for wife swap, and I was like,
no.
Absolutely, positively, no way, no how, no. Fortunately, I got out of it because Mr. Wilde was touring somewhere and couldn't do it. But she's like, I think you would be great. It'd be so much fun. It would be so funny for someone to have to be with Zach for a week.
Oh my gosh.
Like, that would be funny. Me having to go to somebody else is like,
that would
forget
be
it.
really funny.
I'm not real, like, I'm not a very domestic wife.
Yeah.
I'm not a trad wife by any shape,
but you are
form.
In other ways. You're very warm. So
oh no, that I am cuddly and I am warm and I'm those things.
And you're always like, picking up food and making sure everybody's fed.
I do clean a lot and do wash a lot. Okay, so I do some of those things.
Yeah.
But I don't like that whole. I'm a little rebellious. I don't like that whole be home by 6 o'clock, or when are you coming home, or what are you doing? Where are you? No. That does not work well.
I always think about that. I'm like, I wonder like who they would find more difficult, me or Gilby. Like, I wonder who would be more difficult, because I've got a lot of I got a lot of issues, and everything has to be just so,
If they paired you up with someone who also had misophonia,
can you imagine?
That would be
perfect silence.
That would be really, that might be a problem for Gilby.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that also sets off my panic attacks, or like my
your misophonia.
My misophonia does it too.
I would think for sure. Yeah,
it
because
does it,
your brain doesn't
stop. The first thing is like, I want all the noise to stop. When I'm feeling nervous like that and edgy, I want all the noise around me to stop. I want quiet. I want everything quiet.
That's interesting, because one of the episodes that's going to come later, we had a psychic on, and he said that from a very young age that he would hear, voices or people, or he's a medium, so he would hear. And I have been invited, because I've had a couple psychic hits in my life, and I definitely have, to a small degree. Some of it, I would not welcome that. I don't know how they could turn that off. That would be so horrible to hear constant other people talking, or wanting your attention, or sharing with you, or I know you've had an experience or two of, being contacted. I don't know how, could you imagine hearing that all the time, or every which way, or
no.
That would be
I can't imagine.
Traumatizing.
Yeah, well, they would leave me very quickly because the misophonia. They would be like, oh, no, this bitch is crazy.
Every once in a while, I'll get like a shadow or I'll hear a voice or something. And I'm like, and then I'm like, did that really happen? But it's not constant.
Yeah.
And Psychic Chris was saying it's a constant thing for him.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's not so much voices. It's more, it's
everything though.
It's just noise, like the TV's going, the radio's going, there,
right.
There's noise in the house, the dogs are barking, like all of a sudden it overwhelms me. Like too much.
And that's the only thing that helps with tinnitus.
Yeah.
Is to have that noise.
Yeah, white noise.
So it's like,
yeah, exactly. So Gilby and I are like on opposite ends. He needs because he has the tinnitus, so he needs white noise all the time, where sometimes I just want silence.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
I have to say, when I got those floaters, which I've never had in my life before, in London when Ozzy passed away, I started, one of the things that the ophthalmologist recommended was to take certain supplements for your eyes. Beta carotene is one of them. There's a whole bunch of things in there, zinc, whatever. So I started taking this brand. I guess we'll segue into a little bit of Barb's Bag of Tricks aside of the Sephora stuff, but it's a brand called Haro, Haro. And I started taking it religiously. And it says like after 60 days, your vision should be a little bit crisper. You should like notice haziness a little less. Everything should be a little sharper.
Should everybody take it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And after 60 days, even better. And after 90 days, you should really start to feel the effects.
Yeah.
So I ordered it. I started taking it. And I've had a conversation a couple times with Hendrix because he is into cognitive science and he specializes as in an internship in MRIs and stuff. And so he knows a little bit about this. And I said to him, I think the Haro has helped my tinnitus. Because there have been a couple of days that I've heard nothing. And I'm like, oh my God, people actually don't hear crickets. Like people don't hear, like I've had this since I'm a kid. Before I ever went to too many rock shows and had taken it to another level. I think that whatever is in this Haro supplement has helped my tinnitus. And Hendrix was
get
like,
some for Gilby.
I don't know about that, Mom, but I'll look into it. But I want to share it with Gilby.
Yeah.
What could be worse? Like what could happen? It's
he
just
would need
supplements.
It for his eyes anyway, so it's good.
I think there's something in there that's helping me.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'll definitely check into that.
It really has. So
yeah. Okay.
It's the only thing that I've done differently. So
good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that does it for this episode of Honest AF.
Happy shopping, everybody. Go to Sephora. Go to Amazon. Go to Nordstrom.
Check out our store, our Honest AF store. It's the links are in our bio.
We appreciate the little bit of support to the Honest AF show, but you guys have to do your holiday shopping anyway, so get the discounts.
Might as well do it with us.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, if you have any subjects or products that you want us to review or chat about, hit us up on our socials, Honest AF Show across the board. Subscribe to our TikTok and our YouTube. And until next time, you all take care.
Everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye. We obviously need to do a disclaimer here, so we want you to know we are not doctors or experts by any stretch of the imagination. We are just a couple of gals that are looking for magical products, procedures, and experiences. And in our quest, we will share our honest as fuck opinions with you. So please make sure before you try anything we talk about that you know your own restrictions and do so at your own risk. Do not blame us for any of your issues. We're just experimenting too.